Hey everybody, what's up? Thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I'm just going to go over some different builds and some honorable mentions for being able to stay alive in the predator strain of the bugs in Helldivers 2. So let's get started. So as you'll see up here in the top left corner, we've got the Liberator Concussive. The Liberator Concussive is awesome. It's got great stopping power. It stops bugs in their tracks, and some bugs it even knocks backwards. The only problem with this weapon is, though, it doesn't really have the killing power that you're kind of looking for. But for crowd control, this is a great weapon, and for getting started with the predator strains, they're very aggressive, so this can save your life. Then I usually mix this with jump down here to a guard dog, and that gives you just that little bit more stopping power that you need when you're going to be using the Liberator Concussive. So if you're going to get a Liberator Concussive, which is a crowd control type weapon, you want to bring something else with you to help supplement the damage you're not doing. So the Guard Dog Rover down here is a great addition. The other one is a Gatling Sentry. So you could either go with the Gatling Sentry or the Machine Gun Sentry. That way you have some more stopping power in wherever you're at. The only big difference, of course, is the Gatling Sentry's massive, powerful, awesome, great weapon. Stratagem, sorry. But it has a high cooldown. There's another one, just a plain Machine Gun Sentry. That only has like maybe a minute or an 80-second cooldown, so that might be a better choice. That way you can call it down more often and have it readily available. Now, if you're playing on, a decent high level, you're going to need some stopping power for those elites. Whether it be a heavy or a bile titan or an impaler or whatever. So the ultimatum for your sidearm, once you actually get it, you almost have to bring it. Everybody I run with, 99% of the time, has an ultimatum as their side weapon. Once in a while, they might switch it out to like the pistol grenade launcher, so we're gonna go close some bug holes and stuff like that. So, but you don't have to have it. But really, it's a gimme. I mean, for runs, that's what I love. Now the Seekers, these things are great. Yet again, more crowd control. So if you're being aware of your surroundings and you can see, oh hey, I've got 20 guys coming at me, this can take out almost all 20 of those guys from quite a long far away, and you don't even have to aim very well. The only thing is, sometimes these don't do what you're intending them to do. You throw them in a crowd and they zip right past it, and you're like, what the hell? And they go blow up something else. So they do have a mind of their own. Now my favorite part is then you get overrun by bugs, and they come up and they blow up the bugs right in front of you and kill you as well. So the seeker grenades, yeah, they're great, but just like everything in Helldivers, you can get shot by your own sentry, you can get shot by your guard dog. There's so many ways to die, so you got to be careful using these as well. Now, along with the Seekers, sometimes I'm using the Demolition Specialist armor set. That gives you the extra couple grenades that you can bring with you. So, yeah, I literally, with the Seekers, you can clear a room, with those things. I mean, because you can bring 6 of them. And I've seen people get up to easy get 50 kills just from throwing Seekers out. So it's a great crowd control mechanism for when you're getting swarmed. The reason I'm talking about the Orbital Gatling Barrage as part of the build is you got to bring something along for the breaches. You want to be part of the team support. So a breach, it's only got, as you see, a 70-second cooldown. That's like nothing. You shouldn't be having a breach every minute if you're playing the game right. So, having these available is really great for, controlling the breach and give everybody some time to, get ready to handle it. Now, over here, the last one I'll mention on the list is the Orbital Napon Barrage. This is the big one. So when everything gets out of hand and you got bugs going everywhere, or you got a big hive you want to take out, or you're going into an area that's highly populated by bugs, like in the cities, just lay this thing down before you go in, and this will pretty much clear everything out. The only thing that might walk out of here is some elites like Bile Titans, so you want to definitely be able to, manage those and control them. So this is what I was running for quite a long time, and it seemed to serve me pretty well. But yet again, you always run into different problems and everything else. So one of the things I thought of, and which is down under honorable mention, and we'll go down here and some different things, is I switched over to the Liberator Carbine. The Liberator Carbine has a lot more stopping power, and that's what I was looking for because I was going to change my build a little bit. So with the Liberator Carbine, so now I've got killing power, and then I go with, excuse me, go down, you add the Guard Dog Rover. Now I'm a real killer, and you don't even have to get the Rover. There's two of them, well, three of them actually. There's one with gas. But gas they changed the gas one to more of a crowd control. It doesn't do the damage it used to do, which is disappointing, of course. But you got the Guard Dog Rover with the laser, which is pictured here. That's not bad. It does add more damage. It does seem to do damage more often, whereas the one with the Liberator rifle guard dog, it seems to be on break quite a bit more. But yet again, sometimes it comes up and it clears out three or four of them stalkers, predators. So you're like, oh, dude, that was nice. That was nice. So, uh, you kind of got the three different stages. You got the gas guard dog, which is crowd control. The laser guard dog, which is damage. The only good part about using the laser guard dog, though, is it shows you where they're coming from. It's almost like a pointer. So not only is it doing damage, it's telling you, oh, hey, you got guys behind you. Oh, you got guys to your left. You instantly can kind of tell what's going on. Whereas with the one with the Liberator rifle on it, it's going off doing its thing, and you don't really kind of know where it's shooting, versus the one with the laser. The other one, which I've honestly seen a lot of people use sometimes, is the grenade launcher. You can control an entire breach with a grenade launcher, except for maybe some Bile Titans popping out. Because I've seen people, because it's got a great range, it's got a decent AOE damage. So you got bugs coming down the mountain. I've cleared a whole mountainside. They just kept coming down, and I'm just sitting there lighting them up, and you get like, 2, 3 clips of grenades, and you can just, end them. So the grenade launcher is definitely, for ranged, it is a great weapon against the predator strain. I've mentioned these before. The machine gun sentry, that's a great weapon. Yet again, the very, very, very low cooldown. Here it says 90 seconds, but I don't think that's 100%. I've seen it go lower, depending on where you're at. The rocket sentry, the great one about the rocket sentry is a couple things. It takes out elites. It takes quite a few shots, but it does it. But its range is sick. I mean, it shoots all the way across the map and starts taking out stuff. By the way, a little key note on sentries. Just like in real estate, it's all about location, location, location. Get those things up high, get them elevated so that they can see everywhere. And like I had I had a shot where I was coming down a mountainside and I laid down 3 sentries on the mountainside, and we're going down in the valley, and we just owned everything because the sentries just took care of it all for us. Plus, a lot of times there's mountains or hills next to the city blocks that you're going into, so you could set up sentries up there, and that way you're getting support from the mountainside as you're going into the city. So there's a whole bunch of different ideas you can do with sentries. They're really awesome. The Stalwart. Now, a lot of the bugs that you're getting with the Predator strain are not medium and heavy armored. They're light armored. So you get the Stalwart and you turn the RPM, the fire rate up all the way. Oh my god, dude, it's got tons of cool stopping power. And you can reload that thing while you're running. So I've done tons and tons of great kills with the Stalwart. Just sawing them down from a nice range or even up close. So that's a gimme sometimes too. Is just take that. Now I learned this from a buddy of mine. He was bringing the Eagle strafing run every time, and he seemed to never die. Well, the strafing run, you get 5 runs before it needs to go, reload back at the ship. But it's almost instant. Come, bam, and it just does a whole line. Excuse me. So a lot of times you're running for your life, and it's a really easy combination of arrows. Like it's up and then 2 rights. So it's only 3 keystrokes. So you can get that off real fast, and it comes down pretty quick. And it does a pretty long line in a strafe behind you or wherever you throw it. And so this is a real lifesaver sometimes. So if you want something for some personal protection, the strafe will take down almost everything except for like a bile titan or a heavy. But I have seen it take, if the bile titan's been wounded or if the heavy's been wounded a little bit, this will definitely finish it off. Back down here, I was talking about the guard dog. This is the one with the Liberator. So the reason I ended up getting the Liberator Carbine up here is I noticed how well the Liberator on the guard dog was killing stuff. I'm like, well, hell, that thing's awesome. I know I've got a Liberator. So I went and switched over because of the guard dog and how well it was killing stuff is why I moved over to the Liberator Carbine, and it does saw through stuff pretty good. I mean, it is only light armor penetrating, but yet again, almost everything in the Predator strain is light armor. So that's why I said the Stalwart is good too. So these are right. Oh yeah, one other thing that changed is the armor. The other set I showed you was light armor. Yeah, you can move around real fast and you get extra grenades. There's another one that gives you faster reload time and extra clips. Those are great, but oh my god, these little guys, there's so many of them. They're all over the place. And if you're in light armor, you get one hit so many times. They'll come up behind you and just sneak up on you and hit you. Because they can also turn invisible and you don't even see them coming. So at times I'll move over to the BO1 Tactical, and that way I definitely have a lot more armor, almost like 100 more armor. Let's take a look. So this is 150. Uh, this is 64 armor rating. Excuse me. So yeah, definitely throw that on sometimes, just so that I'm able to take a couple hits before I go down. So, anyways, this is just some tidbits for people that are coming up in the game. Maybe want a little bit more information on what to be running, what to use. Always make it so that you have something you can call down to help you out. If you got all those big, huge, massive stratagems with the massive cooldowns, when you're down on a planet and you got a decent level in the predators, you're going to be fighting bugs almost non-stop sometimes, the entire run. So you gotta need stratagems all the time. So if you have big, massive cooldowns, you're not gonna have any help. You're not gonna be able to call down a sentry. You're not gonna be able to call down a strafing run. So the low cooldowns, and that's not just me. I mean, I see a lot of other senior players playing, and they're rocking it out with the low cooldowns. Maybe bring one big cooldown like the Napon or something. But Alright, anyways, I hope this was helpful for somebody, and hit the old like and subscribe button, and check out I stream almost every night, playing some Helldivers with some friends and having a good time, so come on over and check it out. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.